When Hannah was first born, we were amazed at what a calm and content baby she was. And she just kind of rolled with the punches. Whatever we were doing, she was on board even as a baby. So if I were to describe Hannah using one word, I would definitely say that the word would be determined. Hannah has never let her health define her as a person. And she has never allowed her condition to be an excuse to not do things. She's always been clear about her direction and what she wanted to do in life, and she's just gone forward with that determination. Even when her health deteriorated, she was determined that wasn't going to change things for her. So as the doctors advised us that school was going to become more of a struggle, she was going to miss more school, and she was going to perhaps have more difficulty focusing on her schoolwork because of being tired and overwhelmed, she would not let that be an excuse. Her teachers offered that she could be exempt from all of her exams in grade 9, and she refused. She was not going to be treated differently than her peers. She really wanted to live in the present and not be treated differently. When Hannah was about 3 years old, we noticed that she was showing some signs that she maybe had an infection. And so I took her into the hospital, and we discovered after lots of tests that she had a condition that was caused by something called reflux. And what had happened is the tubes that connect basically her bladder to her kidneys was not functioning properly, and as a result, some infections had damaged her kidneys severely. When she was first diagnosed, she had 1/3 functioning in one of her kidneys and 2/3 functioning in the other. And for a long time, that didn't really slow her down, because when your body's really little, you can handle having less kidney functioning and still carry on. As she grew and got bigger, her body couldn't handle it any longer. It couldn't keep up with the demands of a growing body. And so they told us when she was 13 that we needed to start preparing her for a transplant. And by age 15, things had deteriorated to the point where she needed to have it done. The first time that we heard about Make-A-Wish in terms of us potentially being involved was when we went to one of our regular appointments at the University of Alberta Hospital. And the doctors suggested that given a lot of the struggles that Hannah was going through, that we needed to maybe focus on something differently, and they suggested Make-A-Wish. And initially, Hannah was very resistant because she really didn't identify herself as a sick child. After the transplant, things became really difficult. You often think that after transplant things are going to be perfect right away, and they weren't. And so the doctors brought it up again and suggested that maybe we needed to have an opportunity to refocus as a family. And so that time we agreed, and we got involved with Make-A-Wish. Hannah, being a 15-year-old, was really, really into fashion, and she loved the TV series The Hills. And so when Hannah was asked what her wish would be, she said that she would love to meet Lauren Conrad, who was the star of this TV reality show called The Hills. When Hannah found out that her wish was going to be granted, she was so excited. It was bigger than she had ever anticipated. Make-A-Wish came and told us that not only was she going to be meeting Lauren, but that she was going to be going to a huge fashion show in LA where Lauren Conrad was going to be debuting her fashion line. And it didn't stop there. They told us how we were going to be able to go to the after party, and it ended up that we had lunch with Lauren a couple of days later, and then as a bonus, spent several days exploring California and Disneyland and San Diego. So it was so exciting for her. Participating in the Make-A-Wish program had such a huge impact on Hannah and a huge impact on the rest of the family. You know, it really provided an opportunity for us to not focus on all the negative things or challenging things that had been happening. We didn't have to worry for a whole week about hospitals, about blood work, about tests, about all those other things. We just got to be a typical family having fun. It let us as a family heal and just have fun and focus on day-to-day fun things instead of all the stress we had been under. Well, Hannah is a busy young woman. She graduated from the University of Alberta with her Bachelor of Commerce. She's doing a lot in her passion area of fashion. She's really taking charge of her life and having a great time.